We apologize for cutting that topic short, but here are some tips, viewers, for segment 3 on today's show, and that is eating healthy when you are grieving. Here's my offside and help with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you always keep your nutrition's well in check. Drink plenty of water, and you'll be feeling much good and much better.
Yeah. So, like we say, please do not eat the wrong food that may upset the system, such as that Pizza Hut pizza. Last week we might even bring a subject about that up again today on the show. And we're going to be talking about sandwiches as well, because sandwiches are the perfect #1 lunchtime meal. Here's my offsider.
Sandwiches are really good because it can be packed full of nutritious food, like putting in some nice good ham and salads or tuna. So sandwich really is a good healthy lunch.
So we don't want to discourage you from eating the wrong food, but only eat in moderation, because we are what we eat. And that's what we like to say on the show. So please, watch what you eat here. Here's my offside.
Yep, exactly right, Barry. We are what we eat. Whatever you put in, you will become. As in, if you eat a lot of fatty foods, you'll probably get oily skin, get pimples, have digestive problems, feel very sluggish, and even sometimes you can get depression from it. So really, what you put in will come out.
And have a good, healthy lunch and eat well too. And also on today's show, we'll be talking about having a good night's sleep. So that's all also coming up on the show today. It is also important to have a good attitude and really tell someone what is wrong with you and why you are feeling that way. But if you don't want to talk about it, that is totally fine. We do understand that, so please give the person time and space. And here's my offside.
Yeah, always make sure you give the person that's grieving space, because they might not be ready for it and they're very vulnerable in that moment. So please really make sure that you show them the respect and don't hound in on them and ask them questions when they're not ready.
And we said this in our opening sequence today, so please don't upset them, because it can make them feel anxious inside. Here's my offside.
Yeah, it can cause them to be anxious, cause them to be more depressed, and if they're already feeling like that because of their grief, you don't want to add any more onto that.
So once again, St. Ives Cats, thank you for supporting me here throughout this time. And if it wasn't for such a dedicated team of staff who are here to help, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be here today to bring the show to you, because I really do enjoy bringing the show to you. And here's my offsider to tell you about what I've just said out there.
Thank you so much, Barry. We really love having you here. We're happy that and glad that we can be of that service to you. You are really a great client. We like having you around, so that's why we want to be able to help you and give you that respect and that time that you need. And yeah.
So if it wasn't for Seeing Times Cash, like I just said, I wouldn't be here, and I would have gone down the wrong path. So it's better to stay on the positive path than on the negative path, because this is the positive path here which I'm walking on now, but just an example, and then gaining control instead of losing it. Okay, that's not good. Here's my offside.
Yeah, that's a really good important point, Barry. You really want to stay on the positive path. It's the only path that's going to give you happiness and going to keep you motivated. The wrong path there's no benefits from the wrong path. You might have a short-term benefit, but the long-term benefit for a negative path is always being sad, being miserable, being angry, and that's not what you want in life.
And like I said before, write down how you're feeling and don't bottle it up, because again, viewers, this can cause people to be anxious. They could get butterflies in their stomach and so on. And you've got to really look after your health, guys, during this. And here's my offside now.
Yeah, I think you made a very good important fact there, Barry, is that even with writing it down can be very good, because some people might not be feeling ready to talk about it. So writing something down is really good strategy as well to cope with your loss.
So please, don't think about it too much. Get up and get active. Here's my offside.
Yeah, as soon as you get up, you'll feel a lot more better, even though the thought of getting up can be the biggest walk of your life. It will be taking one step closer to feeling more positive about your situation.
And like I have come to work today, ready to bring the show to you viewers. And once again, thank you for supporting me, and I don't like letting my YouTube viewers down over something that I can't change. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, and we all really are proud of you, Barry, for coming. It must have been so hard to be here, but you're still here, and your YouTube viewers must be so excited and so happy to still see you here on this day. And yeah, make sure you learn from Barry and do stand up in the day and go ready for work, even if you're sad.
So don't just be like a sack of potatoes and pretend that there is nothing for you out there, because there is. Here's my offside.
There's always something out there for you guys. You learn something new every day. So just get up and get going.
So after the break, we're going to be talking about how not to grieve in this way, because this show today is all about how to cope with the loss of someone that we love. And this is where I'd like to dedicate this show to all my friends here who made me feel so happy and pliable, which is a word that I've not used on the show before. So here's my outsider to say what I've said there.
Thank you, Barry. It's been great always seeing you, always every day coming to CPA or when you're in Alambia on other days, or right?
Seeing eyes.
So nice. So it's just been such a pleasure, and we hope that we can make you feel at home and make you feel positive.
So we're going to take a break now and come back with the fourth segment at 11:30. And this segment is going to be about how not to cope with stress. And whoops. And how not to deal with it. So stay right there, stay right where you are, because if you've just got up, sit right down, because we've still got plenty more on the show today. We'll be back at 11:30 with the fourth topic today, about how not to deal with grief and how not to deal with it. So stay right where you are, viewers. Don't go away, because the fourth part of the show is coming up, but it's half time now on the show. We'll see you at 11:30 for the fourth part of the show, and it's going to be about how not to deal with grief and what you should do in the long term. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, very important topic there, and I think it's worth everyone knowing, even if you haven't gone through grief, because you will one day. So make sure you stay tuned and listen up.
We will be back at 11:30, so we're going to be, it's half time now, but don't go away, because we've got plenty more coming up on the show.